Hello reefers, welcome back to Eat Sleep Reef. This is going to be the final video here of the JBJ. I'm actually going to be, you're not going to see it tomorrow. All the corals are out of it, all the fish are out of it. The only live stuff in there is really just the bacteria, the bristle worms, copepods, and a few inverts. But all the fish are out. I want to give a big shout out to KC Reef for coming down and pretty much babysitting my fish. And I want to give him a big shout out. I also want to give a shout out to Cali Kid Corals, which also is going to be babysitting some of my pieces as well as there's a few other people helping me out. But just want to give you guys kind of the final video here of the JBJ 45, pretty much so you guys can check it out. And also want to give you guys my final thoughts on this tank, because I know JBJ is still making this tank, not the curved glass, but the flat panel versions. So I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts, and what better time to do it before the tank leaves tomorrow morning. Let's get right to it. So here's the tank, obviously not in all its glory, not at all how you probably remember it, but nonetheless, the lights I started with some Chinese lights, then I went to AI, finally ended up with Radion's XR15, the generation 4. I did two just to get a little bit better spread. It's a little bit overkill, but you can see it really allows for no shading anywhere. I did go with the diffusers, which again took out the shimmer, blended the light a lot better. It's what I highly recommend if you guys are considering a tank this size. For the media baskets, this side has a stock media basket with filter floss and then pond matrix, you can see here on the bottom. After that, it really isn't anything. Then I had the skimmer here. I already got, sold that. But the skimmer was the Catalytes PLS 50. Guys, I've tried every skimmer out there for this size tank. I tried the Aquamax hang-on back. I tried the Tunzi 9004. By far, hands down, the quietest, most efficient was the Catalytes PLS 50. After that, I had, let me try and show you guys. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a Jabo DCS 3000. That's about almost 900 gallons an hour, running to the two return nozzles here, and then got the VCA nozzles, random flow generator nozzles here. I like these nozzles just because they break up the flow quite well. The pressure isn't as crazy if you have the stock ones. After that, in this chamber, I don't have it anymore, but I had the auto top off, followed by the Eheim heater. I forget what wattage I had, but I had the heater in here. And then in here, I have the in-tank media basket. Now this media basket isn't the full media basket that goes all the way down. It's just, it's about that deep. Kind of, it's hard to take out because I guess I could take it out here. You can see there. So this is the in-tank media basket, and the bottom is 100% empty. The reason I did that is because I was running a DIY custom light. It's kind of difficult to see it, but it's really slim. You can kind of see it right there. But anyways, that was a small Fuge light. I was using the Catalytes auto top off container, which again, that's all out of here. You can't see any of it anymore because again, this tank is leaving tomorrow. And I have my calcium reactor here. Guys, honestly, the calcium reactor was the best thing I ever did to this tank. It honestly really was. It is amazing what it does. And if you ever have a chance to install one, I highly recommend you check one out. But you can see the tank's been broken down. As far as rock, what I started with this tank was Marco rock. That glue you see there is a Marine Depot or the Aquamax Welders Reef. Pretty much it's this plastic balls that you melt. I do not recommend it. It does okay, but if you ever go to move the rock, it was pretty easy to break it apart. I'd probably do like epoxy or cement down the road, but this was Marco's rock. This is reef grade dry sand. Look, there's still Zoa right there. You see that? There's a Zoa right there. That's crazy. Anyways, yeah, so it was reef grade dry sand and dry rock. Again, Marco's rock that I glued together myself. And I'm trying to see what else I did to the tank. That's pretty much it, guys. What I think about the tank and what I recommend a tank. Obviously, for beginners, a lot of you guys are scared of sumps. I think you guys are scared of the plumbing more than anything. What I would say, guys, is try to get a tank with a sump. It allows for better filtration, better exports of nutrients, better equipment, so you don't have to be dealing with nutrient export issues. That's not guaranteeing that you won't, but it just gives you a better chance. And you know, in a tank this small, number one, you have a small compartment to run your equipment. Number two, all your equipment is exposed in the back, so it looks pretty nasty. You know, you don't get that flush look. You get a bunch of stuff here hanging out. Whereas if you have a sump, you're able to hide everything on the bottom. But yeah, I mean, if you have no choice and you're really considering and you really want this tank, by all means, get it. You know, it does good. The new flat panel series, the only thing they changed was they're running socks here. Everything else is pretty much the same, and obviously it's not curved glass. It's just a square piece of glass like here. But like I said, if you can, get a tank that has a sump. You're gonna love it long run. If this doesn't bug you, by all means get something like this, but it was a great tank. It never failed on me. I never did have an issue with it. It was able to get me into the hobby. You know, it got me as far as you guys have come to know this JBJ 45 gallon. So I think we covered the light, we covered the skimmer, we covered my filtration. Oh, the carbon, I didn't cover carbon. Carbon I actually run right there. I don't know if you can see the bag there under the filter floss. But that was all I had for mechanical filtration, guys. A lot of people would always DM me asking me, you know, what I would use for filtration, but it was very simple and very straightforward. Oh, for circulation pump, I obviously don't have it here anymore, but in this tank, I tried the Jabo PP4s, I tried the MP10s, I tried the gyres, and I tried the Nero. By far, hands down, I recommend the Nero over any one of those. The gyre's an amazing pump. Only problem is it doesn't do too well in a tank this small. It's just crazy, you know, water movement, even at the lowest percentage, which is 10%. MP10, I just don't like the way it throws a flow, not to mention you can't direct the flow anyway. Honestly, guys, the Nero 5 was hands down the best return pump I had ever used on a tank, not only this size, but even on bigger tanks. I've heard, you know, people with great results. But that's gonna be it, guys. This is gonna be the final video you do see of the JBJ 45 gallon tank. After this, you're gonna be seeing the new tank, which is gonna be the Infinity series by Mode, the 50 gallon with the custom sump, a bunch of bells and whistles on that tank. I can't wait to bring you guys along the journey. So I really hope each and every one of you that followed this JBJ 45 look forward for the new build. That's gonna be epic, guys. We're gonna turn that one just as beautiful, if not better than this. We're really gonna be able to walk you through it since I've been able to learn so much from this tank. So we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the description below, what do you guys think about sumps? What do you guys think about beginners? Should they go with something like an all-in-one, or should they go with something like a sump? Let me know down below. Let me know what you started out with in this hobby. It's probably something similar to this, and I'd love to hear your experiences. So we're gonna leave this video here, guys. I thank each and every one of you very much for watching. As always, happy reefing. Well, that's all that's left. We're gonna be taking it down here in the next few minutes, and just want to say it was great meeting you, JBJ, or see you in the next life.